Hello, what's up everybody? Mav here. Welcome to Fun Speculation here on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Today is a state of play for PlayStation, for Sony. We are expecting about a 20-minute show from them, focusing on third-party games, updates on games, possibly new announcements of new games. Who knows exactly what's going to be here? I'm hoping for something cool. And the other thing, whenever you talk about third-party stuff, it could end up going into multi-plats as well. So I think something like this, even if you're just a Xbox gamer, or if you only have a Switch, or you only play on PC, you never know when they're talking about third-party stuff. There could be things here that are going to be on all platforms. So this is exciting potentially for all gamers. However, you know you could get third-party exclusives or exclusive deals as well for PlayStation. I don't know exactly what's going to be here. I'm hoping we get some... Oh, that's what I get for not muting my phone. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm hoping we get some announcement updates on some of their bigger third-party games. Maybe Harry Potter. Maybe Final Fantasy 16. Who knows what's all going to be here. Thank you guys for being here nice and early, ready for this show. I saw Nix hanging out. Boom. Shout out to Double Barrel Gaming. Boom. Mr. Boomstick, how are you, dude? Tony Grasso. Black Card. My lovely wife, Caitlin. Hey, no sound. Is it? Are you guys getting sound? Okay. All right, cool. Whew. Scared me for a second. Because, you know, I've been in that situation before. I've talked here for like 20, 30 minutes before, and nobody told me there was no sound. Now saying no sound, it always gives me flashbacks. What's up, 1H1D? How are you doing, sir? Doom Reaper. Hey, it's going to be absolutely awesome to be able to watch this with you guys. I'm curious. What do you guys, gals, what do y'all want from a third-party Sony state of play? What are we wanting from that? You know, do we want big time stuff? Are we going to potentially just get Call of Duty updates, right? Is it going to be more stuff about GTA 5 remasters or GTA Definitive Edition trilogy stuff? Who knows what's going to be here, right? The third party leaves it open. We do know that Sony's been making a lot of third party deals to help bolster their lineup, right? They've also been acquiring companies, so this won't be involving any of those. It'll be just third party stuff. Square Enix stuff. 1H1D says, hey, it could be. It definitely could be. That's what I'm leaning towards as well. Big Mad Mo, shout out to you. It says, what are we going to see? Square, possibly Activision. You know, they have the deal with Call of Duty, right? Call of Duty is coming out around the corner. Fuzzy has it going. So Vanguard's coming out in I forget the exact release date, but it's very, very, very soon. And they always usually have marketing rights with Sony, which I think they do again this time. So they showed up at the last Sony event. I would not surprise me if we don't see something from Call of Duty here because of the last little hoorah before that game releases. I don't think we're going to see anything from Battlefield because Battlefield is kind of partnered up with Xbox with marketing, it seems. Doom Reaper says, maybe Harry Potter, GTA 3 on PlayStation. Now, yeah, they'll probably talk about that because GTA 3 is coming to PS Now in December. Interested to see what they got to show to slow the Halo noise. That's another good point. Halo is all the talk right now. Whether some people are still trying to criticize it, or most people were blown away by what they saw and saw vast improvements and are still riding that high of the flights of Halo Infinite. I think that that game is been the talk of gaming really for the last couple months now, and because PlayStation, it doesn't have as much this holiday, it's controlling a lot of the narrative with Xbox, and we saw as well year over year the PlayStation Plus subscription numbers potentially are down a little bit, which that's not to be surprised because 2020 was a different kind of year, right? But it is in contrast to, I think, some of the numbers that came out from Xbox year over year for the same quarter, and potentially those numbers were even up a little bit. So it's interesting to see if there's some kind of a trend going, a little bit of shift with mind share. I think PlayStation is going to be absolutely fine because they have monster titles on the horizon. Get that? They have Gran Turismo coming as well. You got God of War Ragnarok coming. You do have games like Final Fantasy 16 that are exclusive and or timed exclusive possibly. So there's a lot that they can show. You could also say for Spoken game and all these things that they got a lot. They got a lot of good stuff in the works, but the thing is, we're not going to see any of that here. Maybe the Forspoken game. That's a third. Isn't that that's a third party game, right? That's another Square game, I believe. So you could potentially get a lot of Square stuff here, right? Because they've been Square's easy to deal with sometimes with them. You could also potentially see stuff from Sega, possibly Atlas, right? Possibly stuff going on with some games that way. Who knows? There could be a Capcom surprise. What if there was a return of Street Fighter shown today? You could have Konami, that Doom Reaper makes another one. Hey, Doom Reaper throwing out a lot of good ones here. The Konami deal could be shown here. There could be something to do with Silent Hill or Metal Gear. Now we're getting there's a lot of possibilities. It could end up being nothing. They could end up just showing a couple indie games and they'd be done with it. Who knows? But this is October, late October, going into the fall. You would think they would come out with something worthy of having this, right? I think that when you talk about third-party games and them having their own state of play for it, you would think it's got to be something worthwhile. They've had these state of plays for Deathloop. They've had it for Ratchet and Clank. They've had it for what was the other game? Horizon Forbidden West. So on a lot of those they just kind of focus on one game, right? For the most part. And now we're getting this one is focusing on third party stuff. What's up, Anime? Micah Ford hanging out. Thank you, sir. Thank you all for joining into this. But we have, besides this, Anime, what was the name on that PS5 invite? Because I haven't honestly turned it on in a little while. So anytime I turn it on, I see a couple invites. And is it match your tag here? If so, I'll make sure I accept that. Besides the state of play, tonight we have Fun Pop, guys. So we have Fun Pop tonight. It's our Wednesday night podcast where we talk about movies and TV shows and Marvel and DC stuff and all those kind of things. So today on Fun Pop, we're going to be giving you our Dune reviews. So Psychonauts, me, and Jasper. Jasper's always keeps it real, right? We're going to be diving in and giving you our Dune reviews later, so check that out on Fun Pop. We also have some impressions for Guardians of the Galaxy coming on Fun Pop as well. I see some new people. Hey, the Spuditron. I see a channel member logo, but I don't recognize the name. The Spuditron. That's an interesting name. Who be thy Spuditron? That's a, I love the name, the Spuditron. How's it going? And shout out to everybody here hanging out. Yeah, I put on the fun pop. It says spicy Dune reviews. There's a little bit of pun. You're not new. I'm assuming you're not new because of the channel member. I just don't recognize the name of the Spuditron. Shout out to Spuditron. I love the Spuditron name. How's it going, everybody? All right, so predictions for this show. Liam. Hey, what's up, Liam? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Okay, I recognize the name Liam. The Spuditron is cool though. I like that. All right, so state of play predictions. I'm gonna predict a few indie titles, maybe one that we haven't seen before. That will be announced as exclusive to PlayStation, or like a vague exclusivity or whatever, where we don't know much about it. They won't really tell us anything, but they'll say like only on PlayStation or something like that. And we'll get like an indie game announcement, and it'll be looking pretty cool, right? One game that they had that announced that was released recently that came out for PlayStation was Fist. It's like the Rabbit Metroidvania game. Is pretty good. I really like that game. So it may be something in that vein, right? And then a couple of updates like Call of Duty thing, right? Maybe something else, and we get a couple of the big Square games. I think there's going to be one bigger game announcement here though, and I think it's going to surprise people because I feel like they're doing this because something got left out of the their PlayStation showcase that they wanted to have this for, right? I think something must have gotten left out of the PlayStation showcase that made it worthwhile of having this state of play, and whatever it is going to be didn't make the slate or for the Game Awards. Maybe the Game Awards is too packed full of big announcements and they couldn't fit whatever this is in there. I don't know, just a thought. Because the Game Awards has a lot of stuff, and maybe they wanted whatever this is to stand alone. And this, remember, like, the audience for this is pretty much PlayStation fans, right? You're not getting a whole bunch of other audience for this. So I think the biggest first party stuff you're going to have at the Game Awards, maybe leave a bigger third party announcement here to show the fans, hey, yeah, I know you're bringing more exclusive games, or third party games are still coming to the platform. You're making your publisher partners happy that you're working with, by shining a light, but then you saving the biggest stage for your biggest announcements, right? What's up, Mag? How's it going, dude? You're playing a ton of Xbox and PS5. Competition is awesome, isn't it? I 100% agree. I freaking love competition with these things because it always gives you more to look forward to. Like, what's they going to come out with next? What are they going to do next to compete? Like, and guess who wins with those situations? It's the consumer, right? Xbox is, regardless of all this nonsense out there, is doing really well right now and gaining a lot of ground with the mind share, at least, especially this holiday, because you got a couple of really big titles. And PlayStation's sitting here without as much this holiday, so you kind of have this shift with, like, a lot of people talking about Xbox stuff, and it hasn't been that way with the general games media and social media as well, with a larger amount of people talking about Xbox games over PlayStation games, and also over third-party games even, because right now Halo's got the spotlight even over Call of Duty and over Battlefield. You saw in the metrics and the analytics from all the Google stuff, like, Xbox and Halo are gaining a lot of ground when it comes to conversation. So you know, they pay attention to these things, and they want to come out and have a state of play where they gain a little bit of attention right now, for this holiday, and a promise more of the future of this generation, right? So we know they got lots of awesome stuff coming, and that's not anything to worry about. They got lots of great stuff coming. Next year is going to be insane. It's going to be insane for PlayStation. It's going to be insane for Xbox. It's going to be insane for PC gaming. It's going to be insane for Nintendo, I think. Anyway, we'll leave Nintendo out of it for now. But it's going to be insane, right? There'll be lots of stuff. And, you know, we got more stuff being announced and leaked almost every day. It's insane. It's insane. What's up, Key? How's it going? Peter, how are you doing? Thank you all for joining in the fun and the conversation. Boogie Woogie Woo. Hey, what's up, Boogie Boogie Boogie? Shout out to Boogie. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody, I want we got 15 minutes before this show, right? 15 minutes before we find out why PlayStation is having a third-party focused state of play. What do you think? Is it one big new game announcement? Is it just updates? Is it DLC announcements? Right? I want a prediction. I think we're gonna get one big game announcement here. That's what I'm hoping. And like I said, I think we're gonna get an update on Call of Duty just because it's a marketing partner. 15 minutes gives Mag enough time to take down a fort in Far Cry 6. Dude, that's the way my mind thinks as well. Final Fantasy 16 release date. That would be huge. Anime, if they came out here and they got Final Fantasy 16 release date drop with like some kind of gameplay trailer or something more shown for that, oh my gosh, the internet would be exploding, right? A Big Mad Mo says they might have something up their sleeve. Hey, what's up, Pixel Slappa? How are you doing? How do we beat the infinite? Oh, what's this? Shows. Oh, we got some little fun music here. I can bring this up now. Well, so throughout the showcase, if there's a licensed music, I potentially may hit this little mute button down here for just a minute, because they sent out a notice basically saying that they didn't get the license for any of the potential music that's going to be in this. So hey, copyright claims out the wazoo. So, you know, if I hear a familiar song, potentially may hit the mute button on this thing. We'll see. I'm hoping I don't have to do that, but you know, like we do these live reacts and these events all the time, and it sucks when you do it and then you can't even like leave the video up, right? Or you have to go back and mute all the audio. And if you get multiple of those copyright claims, oh geez, it sucks because it takes YouTube forever to process the edit. So you could like do one edit per day. Like let's say you get like four copyright claims on a video, you have to like spend 4 days pretty much fixing that. It's absolutely annoying. So if that doesn't bother you guys, I hope it doesn't. But I really want to have a good show and have some fun here. 12 minutes 53 seconds. All right, we talk about predictions. What is the number one thing you want to see? What is the number one thing you want to see? Shout out to Crazy Louie. How's it going, Crazy? Loco Louie, as we like to call him. What's up, Mike? Mike's here for them juicy Mav reactions. Yeah, get juicy reactions. Stray. That's a good one, Tony. I forgot about Stray. Wasn't Stray originally supposed to come out this year? Or maybe I'm mistaken. Micah wants a Metal Gear Solid remake. Whew. Now, I would be down for that, but I would want to make sure it's done the right way. Like, who would do it, right? Konami would be obviously involved. What team would they get to do? Because they don't have the internal teams to handle that right now. So what team would they choose? What's up, Obi? Lots of awesome people hanging out here, ready for this PlayStation show. My number one would be Final Fantasy 16. Or you know what? I take it back. Okay, you want to really get crazy? You want to talk about Square Enix, right? There's been rumblings. There has been rumblings. There has been rumors. Y'all remember that Nvidia leak that happened about a month ago or so, and they confirmed that it was a real leak, but like some of the games may not be greenlit or whatever. Within that list was one of my favorite games of all time getting a remaster. We also had rumblings again yesterday or the day before. I forget. One of my friends here shared it with me in the DMs, and supposedly there's a Final Fantasy Tactics remaster getting playtested. And if that is true, if that rumor is true, then I want to see that here. I don't want to see it at a Nintendo event. I want to see it at a Sony event, because Final Fantasy Tactics was a PlayStation 1 exclusive when it came out originally. And if you talk about the history of PlayStation, you talk about the history of Final Fantasy, you talk about the history of Square Enix, that game was the epitome of tactics games for me. And I would love to see that show up here with some kind of remake, remaster, whatever, done with love and care and put a whole lot into it. Show it at the PlayStation stage. Let's go. Right? I would love to see that. Anime says Chrono Cross. Yeah. Wants Final Fantasy VIII remake. Favorite Final Fantasy game. That's a good one. What's up, Rain of the Third Eye? Rain of the Third Eye wants to see something new for Hogwarts Legacy. It's been a while, hasn't it? When's the last thing we've seen from Hogwarts? Has it been over a year? Was it last year's Sony event? I can't remember the last time we saw it. It's kind of gone quiet. Third-party game would make sense to be here. I feel like we've seen Forspoken several times, and we haven't seen a lot of these other games several times. Over a year, Mag says. Wow. Anybody have any insight as to why it's been over a year since we've seen that? Is it like development trouble? Is it because of licensing issues with WB because of everything that was going on there? Or is it just, hey, they're just still working on it and it's taking a while and they're going to show it when they're ready? Boogie says it was last year at DC Fandom or E3. I thought Harry Potter, that is. It wasn't at DC Fandom. I'm pretty sure it was at the PlayStation event last year when they revealed like the PlayStation like price and stuff. I could be wrong, but they had a lot of good stuff at that show, and I'm pretty sure Harry Potter was there. Final Fantasy 16 was there. We saw the logo for God of War, right? And I think that's about it. I could be wrong about all of that because my memory absolutely sucks, but for some reason I feel like that's what it was. Mag says WB delayed all their games because of development troubles with COVID. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I know that also Ed Boon was supposed to be working on an Injustice 3 that got pushed back, but I thought that was pushed back potentially because of questions over the licensing and whether they were going to have the license to the DC characters still. So, yeah, I'm really curious. Max is also same with Traveler's Tales and the new Lego game. gonna be mad if they get another Star Wars game. Imagine they remake Republic Commando. Ooh. Hey, you know what? Like when it comes to like certain things, right? At certain times, I feel like exclusive games are only made or only get created because of the deal that they worked out, right? Like, um, I don't. For example, like the Spider-Man game that we know, that when it was originally started development was Insomniac, right? And at the time they weren't a first-party studio, but Sony and and Marvel worked out a deal or whatever, and they got Insomniac to do the game. All of these things, or Insomniac and Marvel worked out a deal and got Sony to publish. I don't know exactly what all took place to make that happen. However, I feel like that game wouldn't exist unless it was potentially funded by Sony. I don't know how those deals come about, right? So sometimes these games that are exclusive may only be created because of the deals that took place. And if that's the case, I don't mind exclusivity whatsoever. Like, you know, those, like, for example, the Tomb Raider games that came out on Xbox first, would those games have still been created if it wasn't for the partnership deal and the funding that was provided? Who knows, right? Like, I feel like at certain times, these deals can be beneficial to create games. And in that case, I don't mind it. Now, if it's a game that was going to come out anyway, they're just shopping around. Hey, we got this game. We're coming out with it, blah, blah, blah. We're just looking for a marketing partner. And the marketing deal turns that into exclusivity for a year or whatever. I don't like those because nobody really wins there, right? Except for the platform holder. And for me, it's not a big win. But if it creates a game, right? If it's what kicks the game off with funding, I'm completely okay with that. So who knows exactly? Like Kotor, would we get that remake without it being published by Sony? I don't know. If that were to happen again, like I don't know. I know that they seem to be open to dealing with anybody with the Star Wars license right now. Ubisoft is working on a Star Wars game. EA still has Star Wars stuff. Now we know Sony has the KOTOR remake, right? So hey, it's up in the air. I know that Indiana Jones also was being made by Machine Games, so they're willing to wheel and deal with their licenses, right? We know that they're also willing to deal with their Marvel stuff as well, right? Because Spider-Man, you got Wolverine, you know, you had the Marvel Ultimate Alliance, you know, you got Midnight Suns, all these different games coming out in the Marvel realm, and it's interesting to see like who all is going to make games because they're willing to deal with their licenses right now, and that's would be something I would say, hey Xbox, you don't necessarily Xbox is doing Indiana Jones, right? You can't knock them for that, even though that deal may have been in place before the acquisition of Bethesda's ZeniMax. But that's something like, you know, if you have a studio that wants to work on one of these, I wouldn't necessarily force anybody to, but hey, ask your studios, hey, do you want to work on one of these licenses and see if there's something out there for them, right? Boogeyman asks, is the KOTOR remake full exclusive or timed? You've been out of the loop. It's unclear, I believe. I think right now it's just up in the air. I think it's not known. I don't think they really told anybody. But the rumor, I believe, is it's like a year exclusive, possibly. The PlayStation screen is hypnotizing. That's true. You hope to see Marvel All-Stars kart racing today. Oh, that'd be awesome. Anime says KOTOR is timed exclusive. I think that's what the rumor is. I don't know if they've come out and just straight said. They may have. And even if that's the case, there's not necessarily any guarantees about anything in the future, but even though I would say that one would be highly likely. We've seen these exclusive deals before where they've been for a year and nothing happens after the fact, right? Big Mad Mo says, I think Sony seen them making it and they bought them to make it exclusive. Who knows? That's interesting. Like, because it's made by Aspire. We got 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna turn this up here. I'm gonna switch the screen. We're gonna get ready to go. All right, Aspire. Yeah, it's like that. What was remember the Ford car, Ford Aspire? What's up, Tetwis? Tetwis, I like that. You're talking about Insomniac on that one? Yeah, oh, with Spider-Man? Yeah, I mean, Insomniac and Sony have had a long relationship with each other, so it kind of was a good fit. I just can't believe they got them for the deal that they did. Like, that was a steal. I think they paid like 500 million or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the price was for Insomniac, but man, have they been reaping the benefits of that deal? Can I react to your new song? I appreciate it. Here we go.
We have another spectacular show of guts, glory, and gore for you today.
That was it? 240 million? Holy crap. But this is definitely licensed. Survival is the only rule?
Your face on TV. Go hunting time! Hunter G! Oh, yeah!
Got it, Senpai.
Excellent!
What the hell is this? Death Burst? Spring 2022. Okay.
That was your first look at Deathverse, Let It Die.
Right
Coming
on,
to
Anime.
PS4
Thank
and
you.
PS5 next year. Now, let's listen in on a recording session with We Are OFK.
War. War sucks. In a world full of war, where war is, just doesn't have anything to do with politics or race or imperialism. Out
War never
there,
changes.
we look to each other and to our thick arms.
You done?
And you're like, how did they get them that thick? Is this like an alternate reality where arms are just that thick, or are they robot arms? Our last hope is arms.
Luca, focus.
Okay, sorry, for real. PlayStation promo time.
Yep.
I'm just supposed to introduce our band and the game about our band, right? Ooh, can we do something fun with it? Like, can we be like, why is it called State of Play? What are we, the president? What are we, the...
We've talked about these jokes. Hey, you.
What the hell is going
We're still
on?
driving. Jay, I heard back from the mix engineer, and she's cool with getting song stems on Sunday.
Itsu! How's the PlayStation blog post going?
Are hashtags too much? I want to reach more people, but I don't think I trust people who use hashtags.
Itsu, you're the best at this.
I'm proud of you.
I just do things.
Carter, what you working on?
Just a little audio filter I cooked up for debug here.
Can Debug make me sound like a demon?
Okay. Give me one more run through and we'll take a proper break, yeah?
Okay, hi! We Are OFK is a new music biopic game about us, the indie pop group OFK. It's a 5-episode series about how we started the band here in Los Angeles and how, so far, we have not screwed it up. You get dialogue choices and texting and flirting, and each episode lets you play an interactive music video of a new song from our debut EP. That's 5 episodes, 5 songs. And if you join our mailing list today, you get a life-size cutout of our whole band wearing nothing but PlayStation 5 DualSense controllers.
Oh, God.
No.
Nope.
Okay, the cutout is still TBD, but We Are OFK is coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 in 2022. The future. The future. Thick arms. We Are OFK. Okay, bye.
We love you.
Oh, they're off to such a fire start, aren't they, guys? Let's go.
Up next, the team at Young
Hey,
Horses
it
shares
could be
a
fun.
big update coming to Bug Snacks.
Oh, hey, Bug Snacks update, guys. This is what we all been waiting for. Let's go.
Did you all see that? Giant bug snacks!
Gosh, we might be witnessing a prehistoric species somehow preserved at the bottom of the ocean.
We need to form an expedition.
I like his tortilla wings.
Has anybody seen my hat?
Snacks with hats? That's adorable.
And that's not all, buddy.
Oh my
Ta-da!
gosh.
We finally finished your
This is a
hut.
parrot.
So keep checking your mail, do some redecorating, and before
Disclaimer,
you
this is
know
not
it,
a parody.
This'll feel like home.
Can we stop wasting time and get on with this expedition before I'm as old as Shelda? Ready yourselves! A grave danger approaches!
Bug Snacks with hats. Bug Snacks with hats. Bug Snacks with hats. Bug Snacks with hats.
Hey, Five Nights at Freddy's fans. We've got a security breach.
Uh-oh. Mac, I can't wait to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Freddy and the gang are pretty tired, but they'll be back again next week after a few
Five
days
Nights
of
at Freddy?
scheduled maintenance. Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex is now closed, initiating nighttime protocols.
No, no! Wait, I'm still here!
Lights on! I warned you! I warned you!
Gotta get those PS5s before OFK comes out, Pong.
You should be able to escape when the security doors reopen at 6 a.m. Until then, keep moving and try not to draw attention to yourself. If there is another way out, I will help you find it. I promise.
shout out to all the Five Nights at Freddy's fans. I'm sure you're really excited right now.
Oh, God, look at the visor. Oh, wow. Oh, look at the visor.
You're gonna
fucking
fucking
visor.
hit your head?
Yeah,
Don't you
the
remember?
visors.
Mine
The
is
reflections
cracked
on
every
it. God, look at how beautiful that looks.
Yeah.
Lock her
Look
down
at
for
that shit,
retrieval.
dude. Look at the fucking detail. But that
Something
visor
stopped
looks like
depletion.
completely real. Look at the effects.
Have an awesome night, and we'll see you again soon. Would you like to take a short survey about your experience?
No.
Battle beasts and demigods in a challenging action RPG coming soon to PlayStation. Let's take a look.
Oh, Death's Door. Nice. Great game.
World premiere.
Oh, thanks,
Online
Psycho.
opponents await in these multiplayer games coming to PS4 and PS5.
Oh, here we go. A kart racer. Kart rider drift. You know, I'll never criticize a kart racer. Okay, I can dig this. I've already missed so much, Boogie. I'm just gonna call it a loss. It's in every video so far, pretty much. This is coming to Game Pass, Mac. Okie doke. You'll criticize for me? Okay.
Shatter all expectations.
They had a beta on Xbox 2 years ago.
Dolores.
Okay. King of Fighters 15 open beta taste inbound on PS4 and PS5. Okay. Online room match. Get ready to experience King of Fighters 15.
King of Fighters 15.
Yay! All right, that one. Hey, I'll play it.
Escape is futile. Looks like you're in need of your medicine.
Hi everyone, I'm Niels, also known as Bitterbird.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily, also known as Norsteph.
Yeah, it's
Today,
on Xbox.
we're excited
Well,
to
yeah.
share First Class Trouble with you.
King of Fighters.
First Class Trouble is an online social deduction game featuring a dangerous cocktail of difficult decisions and wacky possibilities.
Before you hop into a match, check out the range of customization options available to you. As you play, you'll unlock even more, so don't forget to come back to your wardrobe from time to time. Let's check out that recent match we played.
That was a good one.
First Class
When
Trouble.
the round begins, you'll be assigned a secret role of either a resident or a personoid.
So this is me. I played as a resident in this game, and my goal was to reach Kane at the heart of the ISS Elysia.
And I got to play as a personoid. So my game was all about deception and traps, stopping the residents at all costs.
Great outfit that you have on there.
Thank you. The most important question is...
I mean, I like the
who can you
concept
trust?
of some of these
Yeah,
games,
exactly.
but
and
they
I thought you and I were working together.
I know, right?
sometimes they just look a little janky.
Sometimes
you know?
going with your gut doesn't work out.
Sorry, Dave. I don't have that problem.
You sabotaged the oxygen. Well done.
When a system is sabotaged or a trap is sprung, this is a good time to start casting doubt on the loyalty of the other residents.
Yeah.
This is an Among
You
Us
did
clone.
such a great job. I even helped you take
Pretty
him
much.
out. You really got me on this game.
It's what it
I
seems
never
like. It's an
succeeded
Among
at
Us
any
game.
point.
Sorry, not
Style
sorry.
game.
Yeah, here it is.
Gotcha!
I realized too late.
Whether you're a personoid or a resident, your social deduction skills and strategy are the key to survival.
Good luck, everyone. And remember, be careful who you trust, because in First Class Trouble, cocktails last longer than friendships.
Work together to avoid disaster when First Class Trouble arrives to PS4 and PS5 next month. PlayStation Plus members will be able to download the PS4 and PS5 versions at no extra cost starting November 2nd.
Pong, you're cracking me up, dude. Oh, here we go. Square. Triade.
Scanning craft. Pan-Galactic Federation battleship, the Astoria.
Weapons activity detected. Readying third
Starboard
strike.
thrusters to full power.
There's no time.
No way!
Abandon ship. All crew members, get to an escape.
At the end of infinite space. Yeah, this looks pretty awesome, Pong.
Are you quite alright?
It's help you're offering, and it's help I'm taking. Damn near the full Federation fleet's moving in on us.
Wish I could say we're good. But the Fed saw to it we aren't.
Wow.
The crew of the Aegis needs you. Good luck, Ray.
You seek only to devour this world.
I am certain your journey into the stars above will bring hope to the future of this world, Your Highness.
Spare me your self-righteousness. I shall be saved by mine own hands.
Oh, that looks awesome.
If humanity should persist as it has, never will it find total freedom from sorrow.
What hope do we hold should they descend upon us now?
If you dare turn your back to this, I swear I'll destroy the Federation ship by ship until there's not a damn thing left!
The Divine Force, Star Ocean. Oh, yes! A new Star Ocean game. I'm always down for that. Coming to PS5 and PS4. Here we go. I was getting
Before we
Star
wrap
Ocean
up,
vibes.
let's get an update on the eagerly awaited Little Devil Inside.
But it was so many possibilities what it could be. I'll be honest though, I didn't play the last Star Ocean game though because of all the negative feedback on it. Like I probably should go back and play it. If there's somebody that liked the last one, let me know in the chat. My favorite is Star Ocean 4. Star Ocean 4 was incredible. I don't have a link 3-bit because I'm just on the webcam. I don't have like a Zoom set up right now.
Like any other day, Billy sets out on another job.
Let me see if I can't do something.
Looks like he's reading the letter he received. The job seems simple enough. Billy arrives at Cornfield Station. He needs to meet Professor Vincent, who should be nearby.
Okay, they were building up and then like hit Star Ocean, and then they go to this.
Up ahead. During travel, you can engage with various people.
Okay.
Sometimes to buy goods, or simply
Little devil
ask
inside.
for directions.
It looks cool. I like the art style.
On certain occasions, the crew is available to travel together. During world map travel, you can encounter various events, some bigger than others. In this case, a flock of sheep blocking the road. Looks like they have arrived near their destination. Billy heads towards an eerie-looking mansion to fulfill his simple task, of course. He's greeted by who seems like the owner. The job is to pick up a mysterious artifact and deliver it to Professor Vincent. Looks like it's kept in the mansion's basement, leaving behind the unsettling signs on the wall. Billy enters the basement chamber. Well, it turns out that the job is not going to be so simple after all.
Okay, is there like a little mini kraken in that pool?
Strange-looking creatures constantly appear. Here he is surrounded by a mob, striking and sticking the blade into enemies to pull and throw them around. During his travels, Billy needs to resort to his survival instincts and make use of whatever he has to survive. Often being exposed to the harsh side of Mother Nature. A desert environment is one such place. Finding safe places to camp and cooking up food is
what
all
if
part of the journey.
Micah's right on
This
this.
time,
Maybe this is
a
Media
sub-zero
Molecule,
climate.
and like you
And
make your own
worse,
game type
caught
thing.
in a snow blizzard. Struggling to pull his companion out of the snow. What will be their fate? Lead Billy throughout his journey and imagine what he has to face. Some expected, more often not.
I can't wait till the director's cut of this comes out.
Oh my. Welcome to the world of Little Devil Inside.
Little Devil Inside. Pong was right. Little Devil Inside.
That's our show. We hope you enjoyed this peek into what's to come on PlayStation. See you next time.
Oh. That was the show.
PlayStation.
So let's discuss the show. So, hey, there was something really cool, a new Star Ocean. I'm really excited about that. What else is there to say? Hey, the little indie show, cool. I see what they're doing. They got a little indie show. They got some indie stuff. They got Little Devil Inside, look pretty cool. I'm trying to think of nice things to say here, guys. We got OFK. Geez, let's recap. Okay, we had. Oh, geez, this is rough. Oh gosh, we had that first thing they showed, then they had the second thing they showed, and then the third thing they showed, and then the fourth thing they showed, and then they had Star Ocean, and then they had the last thing they showed. That's pretty much the recap. So hey guys, third party showcase. Thoughts? Let's read some chat comments. All right, let's go. I know Pong Soul's ready for that OFK game. OFK, OFK, OFK. I don't mind the game. That was just a really weird way to introduce it, right? So, they went into like them talking about the PlayStation showcase or whatever, and talk about PlayStation a lot, which was really confusing. I thought that they were part of the show, and then it turned out being a game. So I was really confused. It could be cool. I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment. A lot of this stuff was indie stuff. I expected more of a third party thing, right? Based on what they had said. They said like from their third party partners, where I expected there to be at least something like decently big. I guess we got the Star Ocean announcement. That was the big game announcement for me. I'm excited about that. That created excitement. That was genuine. We had a Five Nights at Freddy's thing, so there's a lot of people that are probably excited for that. Pong. This is Mav, stop. I'm trying, dude. All right, ratings. Ratings for this. They should have presented this as an PlayStation indie showcase and just left Square Enix out of it. They should have presented this as a indie show to talk about indie games that are coming to PlayStation. And they should have left Star Ocean out of that, put Star Ocean in a different group somewhere, just focused on that, and it would have made a lot more sense. But that's not what they said. They said the third party, focusing on third party and all this stuff. So, expectations maybe were not set like I would hope. Now, is that our own fault? No, I'm going based on other state of plays. Other state of plays had a lot more than this. This is their like show for the holiday right now. I mean, we're probably not gonna see anything else from them till the end of the year. Reviews, guys. I've seen like 3s, 2, 0. Wow. Pong. Pong says, join Mav and I tomorrow and PM in the PM where we will spend hours breaking down each game in the state of play. Please no, dude. That sounds like hell. My review for this, and I'm just going to put this bluntly, is this was a waste of time. 0 out of 10. The fact that they even put this on and made this is pointless. And I'm usually an optimist. So, all right, that was rough. Guys, thanks for tuning in to Fun Speculation on YouTube. I hope you had fun watching this. I don't think anybody's going to even care, after knowing what they showed, care to watch this after the fact. So I appreciate everybody who was here live checking this out with me, and we had some fun regardless. I had a good time because of you guys. I hope you had fun being here, checking it out with us as well. Now, remember, in an hour and a half, we go live for Fun Pop. We got Psychonauts. We got Jasper. We're going to give our Dune reviews. It's going to be spicy. You know, we're going to give our thoughts on Dune. Then after that, we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy game and give our impressions so far of that game. Gonna be lots to say. Lots of fun to be had. So tune in. And then tomorrow, as Pong Soul is spamming the chat, PM in the PM, me and Pong, we're going to pick a topic and we're going to deep dive on that sucker. There's lots of stuff to talk about. We'll probably go into 2 topics, possibly 3. Who knows exactly what we're going to do, but I'm super excited for PM in the PM tomorrow. And then, as you guys know, as always, we got Xbox Ultimate Podcast Friday night, where we're going to deep dive on all the Xbox stuff. Like, lots of Xbox stuff to talk about. Halo, Forza, Age of Empires 4. Is it coming to Xbox next year? I think so. Like, lots of rumors out there, lots of speculation, lots of fun to be had. I think I will never discuss this state of play again. But I can't wait for the next one. So, guys, hope you have a good one. Oh, don't forget FSP is on Saturday, too. FSP, we got Key, Fuzzy. We're going to hang out and have a blast there as well. Lots of fun things to talk about. Thank you again, guys. Appreciate you all for joining. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Take it easy.